Good to go. Good evening, everyone. Everyone out there virtually that may be watching, and you folks here in Houston, thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Chris Pierce. Really happy to be out making music. Appreciate you folks for coming out, and appreciate you folks at home for tuning in and supporting live music. This is my first time to the Mucky Duck, and I'm humbled to be here making music on this legendary stage where there's been so much amazing music played and incredible songwriting. I'm going to be playing for about 90 minutes, and the bulk of that will be original songs. I'm going to start with the title song from my latest album. The album is called American Silence. The song is called American Silence, and this song is about complacency, and it's a call out to folks, for folks to stand up and fight against oppression and fight against intolerance, and stand up for folks that may be your neighbor, and maybe somebody you don't know, and maybe somebody on the street, but to stand up and make a difference. That's what this song is about. That's what the new album is about. And this is American Silence. Will you rise up when your comfort is in jeopardy? Will you resist justifying the complexities? Is simplicity convenient in your quest to pacify? When you look in the mirror, can you see your own disguise? Can we sing a song for you? Will music move your heart and mind? Will our song arrest you? American silence is a crime. We see the music move you as you lay your burden down. We feel the music grip you as your heart is soaked in sound. And when the song is over, if you decide to clap aloud, will your applause mean anything with stitches on your mouth? Can we sing a song for you? Oh, will music move your heart and mind? Will our song arrest you? American silence is a crime. We sing for the freedom, we fight for all it's worth. We sing for humanity so we can all walk the earth. We sing with honor to live to sing another song. And we'll sing through the pain, and we'll keep on marching on. Can we sing a song for you? Oh, will music move your heart and mind? Will our song arrest you? American silence. American silence. American silence is a crime. Yes, it is a crime. It is a crime. It is a crime. All right, thank you very much. American Silence, yes. That is a very important song for me, you know. It came out in February, and it was the first single, and it got some write-ups from Rolling Stone and No Depression, and NPR wrote about it. So that was really meant a lot to folks. It resonated with some hearts out there. And could I just get a little bit of the microphone back up that smidge? Thank you very much, man. This is along the same lines. It's from my third studio release. It's called Invisible People. Invisible people come out of the shadows. Come on out and join the parade. Invisible people, why stay inside now? Come on out, join the human race. Yeah, we don't need to change the world. Every time we talk, we don't need to plant a tree. Every time we go for a walk, invisible people come out of the shadow. Come on out and join the parade. Invisible people, why stay inside now? Come on out, join the human race. Yeah, and it don't matter what flag you were born under. You don't need to stay undercover. It don't matter what your shape is. It don't matter what your age is. This is your time. 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 Your time to shine. Oh yeah. Invisible people, you know who you are now. Invisible people, now just a face in the crowd now. It's time for you. It's time for me. It's time for us. Ooh, invisible people. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, got some more folks here. So nice to be here on a Friday night. I haven't been to Houston in a little bit. This is my first time playing here at the Mucky Duck, and I'm just honored to be on this stage. I have so many friends that have gone on to do really amazing things in music that all just have raved about this place and the stage and the people here. And I can contest because the minute I walked in here, it just felt so good. The energy just feels amazing. It feels even more amazing being up on the stage. I'm going to continue on with another song from my latest album, American Silence. And this song was written last summer, 2020. And it was 4th of July, and I was thinking about freedom and the concept of freedom and the promise of freedom. And I was thinking about those who are not free on the 4th of July. And I was thinking about, in particular, employer wage theft, which is one of the largest forms of larceny in the United States, and yet it's not even called a crime. And if you're caught with a bag of something or commit petty theft or rob a liquor store, you can get put away for decades. And the fact that we call one act a crime and one act blameless, in my opinion, is an archaic social construct that no longer fits in our society. So I want to present this song about just that. It's called The Chain Gang, 4th of July. Look, here come Marvin, doing 25 for robbing a store full of 5 and dime. He worked all his life, had his wages all stole, but they say that ain't no crime. Look, here come Rudy with a shovel in his hand, doing 15 for selling a bag. Well, the banker took his green, and the banker makes the scene, waving a big old flag. What does freedom mean to them? What does freedom seem to them? On the chain gang, 4th of July. Yeah, chain gang, 4th of July. Look, here comes Joan, been slaving since the dawn, doing life for breaking a man. But when the jailer shoots his gun in his caddy just for fun, oh, they give him a retirement plan. What does freedom mean to them? Oh, what does freedom seem to them? On the chain gang, 4th of July. Yeah, chain gang, 4th of July. The flags waving on the courthouse this sunny summer day, just like old Betsy Ross sold. It don't quite mean the same when you're shoveling tar on a hot stretch of blacktop road. What does freedom mean to them? Oh no, what does freedom seem to them? On the chain gang, 4th of July. Yeah, chain gang, 4th of July. Oh, what does freedom mean to them? Oh, what does freedom seem to them? On the chain gang, 4th of July. It's a 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 chain gang, 4th of July. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, American Silence, the album. I have some copies back on the piano if you're interested and you still have a CD player around. I still have one in my old truck, and it still works, which is wonderful. And yeah, and the whole album, you know, it's all these songs come from love and the desire to educate maybe and talk about perspectives that maybe are sometimes hard to talk about. You know, James Baldwin once said that He said that I love America more than any country in the world, which is why I insist on criticizing her perpetually. That's what I mean. It all comes from love. I'm going to steer away from American Silence for a moment and play a song that I co-wrote for the television show This Is Us. And it was 2017. I got a call from a cat that I had met 10 years prior in Austin, Texas. And he says, Chris, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm writing this music for a television show. It's a new show called This Is Us. And I said, this is what? And he said, This Is Us. It's going to be big. And I said, all right, if you say so. And I showed up. I went up to his house, and we sat down, and we looked at the scene. It was the first season of the show. And there was this scene that resonated with me so much. The character was losing his father, and it was a backstory of he and his father. And the song comes on a couple times, once in a club, and then once when his father's actually in the hospital bed, and he looks up at his family, and he says, remember, look up, not down. And so we put that in the song and wrote the song. I had lost my father 20 years ago, and it was amazing when I watched the scene that Ron Cephas Jones really reminded me of my dad in a lot of ways. So I was really just immediately resonated with it. And so we wrote the song, we recorded the song. They used 3 different versions on This Is Us, which was wonderful. And then they asked me to be in the scene on the show playing guitar in the back. They showed up on the set, and they put me in some bell bottoms way too tight and a leather vest, and picked my afro out and said, all right. And I was up on the stage with Brian Tyree Henry from the show Atlanta. He sang a version of the song. And then they asked me to do a version of the song, and then a woman from Nashville named Hannah Miller did a version. And then the show aired, and then the dang song was #1 on Billboard for 4 weeks on the blues chart, which was amazing. And then it got nominated for Best Song Written for TV or Film that year, and I found myself at the Television Academy on the stage with Ricky Minor and the orchestra playing the song. And then it just went on and on from there. And I'm very thankful for not only the opportunity to write the song, but to realize the connection and really be able to dig deep into my own experience and really pay homage to my father in the song. So I'm going to play it for you now. It's called We Can Always Come Back to This, and it goes a little nothing like this. Yeah. All right. Standing at the station, we don't know what to say. Looking out the window as you're rolling away. If I'm to be alone, let it be with you. And mother, don't you cry, it's gonna be all right. Just open up your suitcase when you get there tonight. You're not alone. Oh, I'm always here with you. No matter where we go from here, oh, no matter how the cards will fall, I'll pick you up and you'll hold me too. So don't give up on me, I'll never give up on you. Everything's gonna be all right. I know you believe it too. if I'm gonna be alone. Oh, let it be with you. If I'm gonna be alone. Oh, let it be with you. Look up, not down. It all comes around. Even when we're gone, we can always come back to this. Look up, not down. Oh, it all comes around. Oh, and even when we're gone, we can always come back to this. 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 We can always, 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 always come back to this. Oh yeah, we can always, 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 always come back to this. Ooh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. This is us. It's still going. It's a beautiful show. I can't watch the show because I cry every time I watch it. It's just too much for me. I could not hang. I cry at Folgers commercials. I mean, the drop of anything. Everything reminds me of something. I guess that's why I write songs. This is, I mentioned Hannah Miller, who did a version of that song for the show. And a couple years ago, right after the show aired, I was in Nashville, just on a stopover. And I called up Hannah and I said, hey, would you want to write a song? And so we decided to write a song, and we decided to write a lullaby, if we could each write a lullaby to ourselves and combine it together. And so we dug deep into our personal histories, and I thought about something happened to me when I was 15 years old that was miraculous. I went deaf and I lost my hearing. It was a condition called otosclerosis. It was a hereditary condition. And it's a deformation of the stapes bone. And so all of a sudden, I'm 15 years old, I'm already loving music and think, I'm gonna go far with it and try to do it for the rest of my life, and I couldn't hear anything. And so after they diagnosed me with otosclerosis, they were able to do a surgery called a stapedectomy. And I was able to get they pulled out the bone and put a prosthetic bone in my right ear. And then they told me to wait a little while to see how it took. And so I waited 30 years and just kind of adapted to playing, being deaf in my left ear and 70% in my right. And then I tried to get the surgery about 2 years ago, and I got my hearing back in my left ear for a week, and it was crazy. I mean, I heard rain, I heard thunder, I heard leaves on trees. I mean, it was just wild. I could hear the pipes in the walls. Almost too much. It was almost too much, and then it went away after a week. And so I decided. I told Hannah, I'd really like to write, in my perspective, about like a lullaby to myself at 15. When I lost my hearing, what would I say to myself now, knowing that you can adapt and you can become a musician and you can, go around the world and write songs and continue, and these things that we think maybe make us, that limit us, actually, in a way, make us more limitless. I feel like it makes me listen more, it makes me listen deeper, it makes me listen to a different way, it makes me read body language and folks' characters, and I read lips, I read emotion, and so therefore I feel like I sing from a deeper place and write from a deeper place because I can't hear the full spectrum when I'm singing. So I wrote this song with Hannah, and we called it "Let Me Be Your Sunshine," because we wanted to write something about the dark clouds kind of going away and dissipating, and you're able to walk into the sun and live your dreams. And I feel like that's what I've been able to do. That's what I'm doing right now. So this is "Let Me Be Your Sunshine." When dark skies fall, when rain comes around, when the light fades away and the blue skies go gray, don't board up your window, don't hide there alone. Let me be your sunshine wherever you go. Take all your burden, take all of your fear, come out of the shadow and lay down your sorrow. Don't board up your window, don't hide there alone. Let me be your sunshine wherever you go. So hold me close, we'll make it through. Be the light for me, I'll be the light for you. And don't be afraid, we'll weather the storm. Oh, and we'll be all right with our hearts open wide. Don't board up your window, don't hide there alone. Let me be your sunshine wherever you go. Don't board up your window, don't hide there alone. Let me be your sunshine wherever you go. Let me be your sunshine wherever you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. So around 2005, I got a tour opening for Seal, and it was my first international tour. And he actually invited me back for 4 tours as his opening act, which was a complete honor. I found myself in Mannheim, Germany was the first date. And I packed up my backpack and got my guitar and got on the plane and showed up in Mannheim and took, I think it was a 2-hour taxi from the airport. I wasn't very good at routing back then. I got to the hotel and I went to take a nap. And I woke up and it was time for me to be at the sound check, and I was still at the hotel, and it was the first time I'd been dealing with jet lag. And so I got oil spotted. The bus left without me. They call that oil spotting in the music business, when all you could see is the spot of oil on the driveway. And I had to find myself on my way to the gig. And it was a great lesson, A, to not oversleep, but B, to do better routing, and C, to just not get oil spotted, don't be late. And I showed up to the gig, and there was this huge crowd. I mean, thousands of people all there to see Seal. And I found myself on stage just like this with a stool and a microphone. And I had a set list, and I've thought to myself, I'm going to start out with a bang, and then something told me, it's like having a conversation and meeting somebody at the bar. If you yell at them during the first song and just and are really obnoxious and loud and it's just overwhelming. So I decided to start off that set with a song that was very gentle, and it said, "How are you doing? This is how I feel about life. This is something that I've dreamt about. This is a kind of love that I've dreamt about." And it was really a beautiful lesson for me of how to kind of think on the spot and craft a song list kind of on the spot and read the audience and read the vibe and kind of feel what the moment should be. And so I ended up playing this song at the first song on every single show on the SEAL tour. And it goes like this. It's called The Slow Life. It's from my first album. And that album was called Static Trampoline, which is a song I'm going to play in a minute. The Slow Life. When the brown leaves fall and the winter flows, watching the seasons change, no reason at all. When the day is done and the hustle comes to a stop, and everybody in this world is humbled by God, I wanna live the slow life with you. La da da, la da da, la da da da, la da da da. I don't want to travel the speed of light. I don't want to travel the speed of sound. All I want to do is hold you in my arms. You can jump on a Concorde, but they don't make them anymore. Oh, and I don't even care. I don't need to be anywhere. I want to live slow. Life with you. We can take all day, oh, we can take all night, we can take all day. You like, and I like the slow life with you. I like the slow life with you. Oh, when the hustle comes to a stop, when the hustle comes to a stop, oh, and we are all humbled by God. Oh, the slow life with you. The slow life with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I wrote that song around 2000 with my friend Marvin Etzioni. And at the same time I wrote that song, I actually was a bouncer at an Irish pub on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And I have to say it was not the ideal job for me. You know, I'm a big guy and everything and know how to defend myself and disarm people and all of that. But I'm just too dang sensitive for the job like that. And I got let go because the boss found me counseling people too much. Instead of kicking them out, I say, hey man, you're better than this. You're better than this. You know, think about your mother, man. And that didn't work out very well. But with that being said, one night after work, I stood in line, and we all would wait in a line and go up to this gate at the end of the bar, and we'd get $60 a night. This is 20 years ago, and then I'd ride my motorcycle. I'd had a motorcycle at the time. Miraculous that I'm here sitting in front of you, because I was 28 with a motorcycle. And I went home. I could never sleep after my shifts because I was just all wound up. And I called up a friend of mine and got together for breakfast. And I'd been singing this melody all night that went. And so we got together on this song, and we wrote it in about 20 minutes. And this song, it literally took me around the world. It got me my first record deal way back on Jimmy Buffett's label, and then it got chosen for 7 Banana Republic commercials, which is crazy because the song's called "Are You Beautiful on the Inside," and it worked. It just somehow worked with the Banana Republic thing. It worked. It worked for me because I got my rent paid for a little while. And then it was on a TV show called Dawson's Creek. Remember Dawson's Creek? Yeah. And then it was on a movie called Fat Girls with Monique. And then it was on the soundtrack for a movie called Crash. And then I was playing in a little living room for 15 people, and Seal walked in, and that's how I got the Seal tour. And he walked in when I was playing this song. So I have a lot of history with this song, and it's I always chuckle when I think of it. It came from me standing in the front of an Irish pub taking IDs and just kind of standing there like this. You know, and inside I was always thinking about songs. And this is "Are You Beautiful?" You never know when you meet someone, will she be the one? You never know. And I wonder to myself, are you beautiful? Are you beautiful on the inside? On the inside. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful on the inside? On the inside. You never know when you kiss someone, will she be the one? And you never know. And I wonder to myself, are you beautiful? Are you beautiful on the inside? On the inside. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful on the inside? On the inside. Well, have I been fooled and hypnotized? I just want to see the truth in your eyes. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful? beautiful on the inside. And I wonder to myself if I've been fooled and hypnotized, or only wanna see the truth in your eyes, the truth in your eyes, the truth in your eyes. Are you beautiful on the inside? Beautiful on the inside. Thank you very much. So yeah, I have a lot of sad stories. I guess a lot of songwriters do. But I always try to find hope in everything. I was raised, my mother was an eternal optimist, is an eternal optimist. She's still around. She taught at-risk high school students for over 40 years and really changed some lives with her dedication, inspiration, resilience, and literally some of these kids, I know now that, she basically raised them when I was being raised. And now they're, doctors and lawyers, and it's just amazing the kind of work that she did. She really believed in every child she worked with, and she believed in me. And so did my father. And my father and I had a really unique relationship because I lived mostly with my mother, but he was a very strong presence. He was the kind of guy that could walk in a room and, depending on how he was feeling, the whole energy of the entire room could shift. He was a really powerful guy, and I admired him so much. He was funny, he was cool, he was inspirational, and when he passed, it was a Saturday, and I had a gig planned that night. And I was just dealing with my emotions. He died really young at 59 years old, and all I could think of to do was to write. So that's what I did, and I knew he'd want me to play the show that night because I knew that he'd know that I'd be able to get some stuff out. And so I wrote this song, and I've played it at just about every show for the past 20 years. It's called Static Trampoline. How do you laugh for the moment when the moment couldn't care less? And how can I, and can I get me some of those rose-colored glasses? Maybe then I'd let it be. I just want to let it be. And I just want to let it out. Gotta let it be. And how do you push when you don't want to lose? Oh, 'cause you know once it's gone, once it's lost, it's so hard to get it back. You better believe that. How can I get me and I'd let it be. I've got too much to do, I've got too much to say, and I jump so high, I'm in too deep on this static trampoline, static trampoline, static trampoline. And time sings to me, so bittersweet. And time sings to me, so bitter, so bitter, so bittersweet on this static trampoline. Oh, that static trampoline. How do you live for the moment when the moment just won't let you be? Oh, this static trampoline. On this static trampoline. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Man. All right. Yeah. One of my earliest memories of my parents was them listening to records and playing records for each other. I remember that from the time I was really small. And I remember how music would change the room and the spirit in the room. I remember them playing records to soothe each other's. If one of them had a hard day, a bad day, I remember my dad putting on records when he was trying to get my mother in the mood. And I remember, I remember when I was 5 years old, these knuckleheads came and burned a cross on our front lawn. And my parents were the first interracial couple in the neighborhood. And they got married at a time when it was still illegal in many states in the United States. And I remember I saw the way that they pushed back, and the way that they pushed back was by demonstrating their love even more around the neighborhood and around the city. I remember them inviting folks over and us having barbecues in the front lawn and putting the record player out there and the speakers and really trying to just let people know that all we're doing is loving each other, and we're not going to stop doing that. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And that was a great example for me of not only how powerful music can be, but just how to handle these kinds of situations, because a lot of them happened in my life where my mother and father weren't around, and have happened up to recently. And I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones because I get to still be here and write songs. So I last year, I kind of went through my own timeline of resilience, of dealing with different kinds of intolerance, and I was empowered. I wanted to write a song, and I've been wanting to write this song for a long time. It's called "Sound All the Bells." You can write me a letter, call on the phone, listen to the trouble I've dealt with alone. I can lead you on the path. It's not my job to do. If you really want to change, the answer's up to you. Ain't no drill, it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. One time a cross was burned in our own front yard. I was only 5 years old, but it sure left a scar. The time that bullets flew past my back into the night, to that violent arrest without putting up a fight. Ain't no drill, it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. I wrote a song with some friends, wound up in cuffs on the street. All the cars rolled past, slowed down so they could see. And my love and I sat for dinner at the shore, and they stood over our table with words to start a war. Ain't no drill, oh it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. You say you can't imagine how it could happen to me, but when the dust all settles, will you fight for liberty? Will you fight for liberty? Ain't no drill, it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. I've got too many stories where these come from, and mine ain't so bad when you think about some. Too many didn't make it to live to sing another song, that their spirits be the wind to help us right the wrongs. Ain't no drill, it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. Ain't no drill, it's time. Sound all the bells, shame it, face it, damn it to hell. Oh, shame it now, face it, damn it to hell. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. All right. I've been enjoying this black and tan. For all of you at home, cheers. For all of you here, cheers. Yes. All right. I haven't had a good, proper black and tan in a while. Thank you very much. There's a joke in there somewhere. All right. Yes, I'm going to stick on a few more songs from American Silence. This next song, I've played it all over the United States. I even played it on Mountain Stage. It aired on NPR a couple weeks ago. And I played it all over. And, I feel like I explained it in a way. It's usually, it's hard to explain songs that are really, if you wrote them from a place of if songs that just had to come out, it's hard to explain those songs and why you wrote them, except that it just had to be written. This next song for me just had to be written. I was sitting at home and watching the footage of Mr. George Floyd being murdered, and then I was flipping news channels, and I was just in disgust at all the surprise. It's always, oh my gosh, they're on the streets again, and they're upset again, and and it's just like, okay, well, this has been happening for a long, long time, and 400 years of this, and the trauma that's associated generationally with watching these things happen over and over again. The fact that you're just surprised over and over again, and you're putting that out there for other people to say, oh my gosh, what a surprise that this is happening. Well, what a surprise that another black man is being murdered. And It's I just my weapon of choice is a song. That's what I've always done. A way to combat these things that I feel like need to be changed and attitudes that need to be changed. And so it's been burning for a while. It's the next song, and it's a response to that. It's a response to those news channels. And here it goes. Woke up this morning, saw that smoke up in the sky. A crowd of people watching, asking who and how and why. Planes are rolling down the city, rolling for a mile. How'd it get so bad, you ask? It's been burning for a while. You say it's in the eye of the beholder. Well, I'll just go and check. Now there ain't no chip up on my shoulder. That's your boot up on my neck. How'd these flames go so far, you ask? Now they've gone 1,000 miles. Well, I've got a news flash for you. It's been burning for a while. It's been burning for a while down here. Glad you stopped to see. And ain't no water gonna douse it down until you hear from me. You say it's in the eye of the beholder. Well, I'll just go and check. Now there ain't no chip up on my shoulder. That's your boot up on my neck. They say it's in the eye of the beholder. Well, I'll just go and check. Now there ain't no chip up on my shoulder. That's your boot up on my neck. It's been burning for a while. 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 It's been burning for a while down here. Glad you stopped to see. It ain't no water gonna douse it down until you hear from me. Until you hear from me. No water until you hear from me. Until you hear. Oh, 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 It ain't no water gonna douse it down until you hear from me. All right. Thank you very much. Songs of dissent, songs to make change. Man, music is so powerful. I tell you, there's so much music that's changed my life over the years. They say some of the great civil rights leaders, folks like Martin Luther King, and the great late John Lewis, civil rights statesman, and they listen to music before they go out and do some of the incredible, miraculous work and give us so much with their blood and sacrifice. And I take that seriously. And when John Lewis passed last year, it was the day after my birthday, it was July 17th, I decided to call my friend up and work on a song for John Lewis in his honor. This is called The Bridge of John. Finally reached the riverbank. Been walking all night long. But this ain't the place for getting tired. I'm gonna walk some further on. The river here is dark and wide, but I'm gonna make it to the other side. I'll tell the world until my voice is gone. And I ain't stopping, baby, I'm walking on. The man in blue said, stop right there. This bridge won't take you anywhere, but laid out flat beneath the lawn. But I ain't stopping, baby, I'm walking on. 'Cause babe, I'm still walking across the river to something true. And maybe, oh just maybe, you could be walking too. These drops upon the pavement here are still my gift to you. If you look real close, look in my eyes, you'll see you're bleeding too. And these drops, they make a question mark about all this light and all this dark. Now what the hell are you gonna do? I'm just walking, will you be walking too? Oh, 'cause babe, I'm still walking through the night into the dawn. And baby, I ain't stopping, I'm walking on. So let the rich man turn his back, the hobos by the railroad track still sing a song that's ringing true. And what does this blood go and ask of you? Now this bridge is made of sweat and steel, and the stars still turn on heaven's wheel. And I keep walking on through the night into the light of the dawn. Oh yeah, now lace up my boots, I'm going across. And do not weep for pain or loss. Do not weep for nothing that you feel. Just rise up and walk, I swear the hurt will heal. And don't kneel beside my casket there. That old box ain't going anywhere. I'm moving through the night into the dawn. No, I ain't stopping, baby, I'm walking on. Oh, I ain't stopping, baby. I'm walking on. John Lewis. Yeah. Thank you very much. So, speaking of those great songs, my father always sang me to sleep. I had a really hard time sleeping alone when I was young. Those same knuckleheads that burned a cross on our front lawn tried to break into our house one time, and so I used to try to sneak into my folks' room to sleep with them because I felt more protected with them. And so my father would very gently walk me back into my room and sing me to sleep. And he used to sing this song to me, oldie but a goodie. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky, oh, that we look upon, ooh, should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble into the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Yes. So good to be here, and thank you to all of you at home for watching. And you know, I'm just starting to get back out there and around again, and it's so nice to play again live. It's nothing for me. There's nothing like the energy exchange in the moment, and I'm just filled with gratitude for another opportunity today to share music with you all. So thank you for coming out. Really appreciate it. Yeah. All right, here's the closer of American Silence, the album. It's called Young, Black, and Beautiful. Keep walking on against the wind. When you fall down, get up again. You may be pushed, shoved, and tossed. Know in your heart it's their loss. Hold your head high, king and queen. Don't ever lose sight of your dreams. Remember you're young, black, and beautiful. Your roots are strong, young child. No storm will dampen your fire. You'll find a way to navigate along a blessed path. You'll lead the way. You'll demonstrate with grace. Don't look away from whatever you face. Remember you're young, black and beautiful. In times of uncertainty, always stand by your belief. Belief in a higher ground where you'll be safe and sound. Fight the good fight, day and night. Lead them with favor into the light. Remember you're young, black and beautiful. Remember you're young, black and beautiful. All right, thank you. All right, so right before the pandemic, I did this crazy thing with a friend of mine, and we wrote a blues opera. And it's 21 songs, all original, and it follows a street preacher in the 1930s in the South. He has a little bit of a checkered past, and he's done a little bit of this and a little bit of that to get along and get on with his life. And it's in classic opera style. He meets a woman, he falls in love. She cheats on him with a rich man, and he kills them both. And then he's very sorrowful about this because he loved this woman. He can't believe he did this. And then he goes on the run, and then he gets caught, and he goes to cell block D, and ends up on the gallows stair, ends up in hell, has a conversation with the devil, and is able to strike a deal with the devil himself, and or herself, depending on how you see the devil, or themself. So, okay. That's very controversial, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to play a couple songs for you from the blues opera, and then I'm going to close it out with a couple. Thank you so much. My name is Chris Pierce. Thank you. This is When the Reverend Falls in Love. Laundry's hanging on a barbed wire fence. Maybe, oh maybe, it don't make no sense. We got no house, we got no car, but it ain't nowhere where we are. By the side of the road, campfire smoking. The ground is hard and damn it's cold, I ain't joking. Watch the sparks fly up by the moon and gone. I feel you reach for me in the cool gray dawn. Sleeping with the stars so near, oh yeah. And baby, my sweet baby, I'm so glad you're here. By the side of the road, campfire smoking. The ground is hard and damn it's cold, I ain't joking. They say we ain't nowhere, oh my dear. But baby, my sweet baby, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here, yeah. All right. Okay, and now this is a little bit of a darker take. This is after the Reverend kills his woman and her lover. This is called Scarlet Girl Lament. Put the rouge upon her cheek, Pass the comb down through her hair, make it fall across her breast in the linen that she'll wear. Ride her gentle through the town, past the pool hall and the store, long black Lincoln rolling down to that peaceful river shore. She'll be wearing white, wearing white, when she meets the Lord tonight. When he asks her why she came, she'll shed a tear and say my name. Past the bank, the 5 and dime, in the pawn shop straight on by. She don't need no money now, she ain't paying for the ride. My baby's in the peaceful green, calling to me by and by. She whispers from the world unseen, as you are now, so once was I. She'll be wearing white, wearing white, when she meets the Lord tonight. When he asks her why she came, she'll shed a tear and say my name. She sleeps in the setting sun and the rise of the moon, waiting for that trumpet sound that says the Lord is coming soon. She'll be wearing white, wearing white, when she meets the Lord tonight. Oh, scarlet girl, who said you here? She'll point at me and shed a tear, as I am now, so you will be prepared and follow me. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, and one more from the blues opera. This is when the good Reverend is on the gallows stair, and you know, we'll stick with the happy songs, right? It's actually a joyous song because he knows he's going to die, and he's talking about his life a little bit and his circumstances. This is called the gallows stair. Up in the air, hop 25 steps to the gallows stair. Oh, blackbird up in the air, count my steps to the gallows stair. I see a blackbird up in the air. Red-winged blackbird flying over me. Look down, oh, what do you see? Wooden scaffold painted in brown. Hop 13 up and no steps down. Oh, preacher man asked me, what do you declare? Preacher man asked me, what do you declare? Oh, Lord, save me from hanging up there. Lord, save me from hanging up there. Up in the air, hop 15 steps to the gallows stair. Oh, blackbird up in the air, count my steps to the gallows stair. I see a blackbird up in the air. If I were a blackbird and not a black man, well, I fly just as fast as I can. I'd fly over fields and round the river bend. I'd fly so high on the cotton blossom wind. Well, if I could just wake from this terrible dream by a sweet magnolia in a tumbling stream, I'd look into her eyes, I'd whisper in her ear, oh, sweet love, come on, save me here. See a black in the air. I'm just 5 steps to the gallows stair. Oh, blackbird up in the air. Count my steps to the gallows stair. I see a blackbird up in the air. In the lonely hour, as the east sky pales, listen to the blackbird as the east wind wails. As the east wind wails. As the east wind wails. Well, I see a blackbird up in the air. I ain't no steps to the gallows stair. Oh, blackbird up in the air. Count my steps to the gallows stair. I see a blackbird up in the air. I see a blackbird up in the air. I see a blackbird up. I see a blackbird up in the air. All right, thank you very much. Oh boy, I think I have time for about 1.5 more songs. There's always that half that you have to worry about. Let's see. I think I'm gonna end it with a song by I have a couple different side projects besides the blues opera that I wrote. Hopefully that'll get off the ground soon once theaters are really thriving again and that kind of thing. But I also have a project with a wonderful woman named Sunny War called War and Pierce. Get it, War and Pierce? Yeah. All right. And we have an EP out. We have a song, EP on Spotify. It's done really well. I think we're up to 2 million hits on one song. And I also have a brand new project called Leon Creek, and that album just came out 2 weeks ago. And that was a really fun album to make. It's me and a couple guys, Eric Jansen and Matt Stevens, and we had a lot of fun with this album. So I think I'm going to end it appropriately with a Leon Creek song called "Call It a Day." It was our first single, and thank you so much, everybody, for coming and listening and being a part of live music tonight. Yeah. Sisters and brothers, all you others too. Sinners and believers, yeah, we're talking to you. Working in the field, working on the city streets. Grinding in the alleys, on the corners, in the bay. You fight the good fight, now you're starting to fade. Raise the glass high to the sky and call it a day. You keep breaking the sweat, you keep hurting your back. You keep giving all you're giving and nobody gives jack. You keep on whistling, working, singing along. Now the sun done shining and the sky turned gray. Gonna light one up and grab that old ashtray. Raise the glass high to the sky and call it a day. Singing, hey, now, hey, call it a day. Hey, now, call it a day. Singing, hey, now, hey, call it a day. Yeah, hey, now, call it a day. Everybody's hustling, everybody's on the grind, looking for the answers, trying to make up your mind. Searching high and low when the answer's so easy to find. Some folks are going to get on their knees and pray, and some folks are going to slow down and meditate. Us folks are going to raise a glass high and call it a day. The moral to the story, take it easy on yourself. If your hustle don't help, put your hustle on the shelf. Take time, take it easy, slow it down. Next thing you know, you'll be old and gray, looking right back at all the choices you made. Then you raise a glass high to the sky and call it a day. Singing, hey, now, hey, call it a day. Hey, now, call it a day. Singing, hey, now, hey, call it a day. Yeah. Hey, now, call it a day. Everybody, come on. got it. Hey, now call it today. Thank you, everybody, so much. Yeah. Hope to see you all soon. Hope to be back in Houston again very soon. Until I see you again, please be good to yourself and everyone around you. And don't let the same dog bite you twice. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you very much.